Do you struggle to stop eating even though you're full? Or have you ever found yourself half through a whole tub of ice cream without even realizing how you got there? Stay tuned to discover 5 steps with the help of which you'll get rid of overeating forever! My name is Marta and I am a certified nutritionist who knows how to help you. It's practically impossible to stop overeating after watching just one video, but the things I'm about to tell you will change your life for sure. You will finally be free and stop being afraid of food. It worked for me, it worked for my clients, it worked for my family. There is no way this will not work for you. So stay tuned and remember that food is not your enemy. It gives you energy to live this life, and I'll teach you how to develop a friendly relationship with food. There are 3 types of overeating, but today we'll concentrate on overeating caused by dieting. So basically, you are in a vicious cycle of dieting, then overeating, and then dieting again. Then you overeat again and do not understand how it happened and basically what you did to deserve going through this. You are in a vicious cycle for already months or years or decades, and you cannot help yourself. If this is your case, do not worry, because there is a solution to your problem, which I'm about to disclose in this video. First, it is important to understand that overeating is a psychological problem, which is most likely caused by you not listening to what your body needs. Therefore, if you want to overcome overeating, it is important to understand that you have to work with your mind and not with physical consequences. Once you change your flow of thoughts, your body will no longer need to protest. It will finally relax and get to its healthy shape. And it will be able to keep this shape just by itself without any help from the outside, from you, your mind, just because you started treating your body in a new way. So finally, here are 5 steps with the help of which you will be able to start your recovery journey. First thing is try to very consciously analyze when, how, and why you overeat. Try to find similarities in every one of your binging scenarios. Only after seeing what connects them, you will be able to change your reaction and no longer respond to any of your triggers with time. You have to sit, concentrate, and find yourself what makes you overeat. An example to that is when you're sad and you want to become happier, and food is the easiest way to get that additional dopamine to your body. Actually, overeating is just another form of addiction, but one which is not as despised by our society as other types of addictions. People therefore subconsciously choose this one. This is why it is easier and more effective, I think, to work with a professional like me when you have such a problem. Answers will be given to you, support will be given to you, as well as reassurance that everything will be good. You will get rid of this and you'll be happy again and you'll be free again and you'll have that experience behind in your past. Okay, so let's continue. The second advice is to start writing down all your triggers that you notice. Don't just keep them in your head, write them down. This way you will start expressing your feelings, and this is so important when dealing with overeating. And with the help of these notes, you will be able to find a second during which you decide to binge. It is crucial because if you find this second, you will be able to change your behavior during this second. And therefore, you will be able to prevent the binge with time again. Okay, so what to do when you found it? When it happened, try to calm down as much as you can and try to understand what controls you during this moment. Try to resist this impulse. Try it as many times as necessary until you succeed. Become very conscious during that moment and ask yourself this question: What do you really want? What do I really want right now? What do you try to stifle? What is wrong in your life that gives you sorrow which you want to hide with food? Think about those questions again and again until you find your answers, your sincere answers to yourself. Maybe you don't know them yet. Maybe overeating came to you in order to help you to find out what is your true point in life. Who knows? Okay, so the third step is not to be alone. This is fully your choice to isolate yourself, but you'll have way more chances to recover if you let others help you. And here I'm not only talking about real professionals with whom you will recover quicker. I'm also talking about your friends, family, and maybe people who are going through the same struggles as you are. I just feel a necessity to repeat this again. You do not have to be alone during this journey. Your close people will understand. They love you. They want to help. You do not have to be afraid to call your brother, mother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend and be able to tell them that it happened again, that you overate. Tell them everything that you feel. Tell them why you couldn't stop and what you felt afterwards. Here I mean that you have to not only expose your physical feelings, but your emotions as well. If you're happy that you overate, tell it and explain why you feel so. If you're sad, do the same. You may be even surprised with how many things you didn't notice before voicing them out. Okay, so let's continue. The fourth step is to stop punishing yourself. You deserve to love yourself because of who you are right now. You do not need to gain weight, you do not need to lose weight to have this feeling of love towards yourself. And trust me, even if you lose, for example, 10 kilos, but don't change how you think, you will still not be satisfied with how you look like. And you will still not love yourself if you didn't before losing weight. Unfortunately, many people do not see how perfect they are right now and decide to torture themselves. And then they are surprised that even after changing outside, they do not get that feeling of satisfaction inside. Remember, please remember this for your whole life. Tell it to your friends, kids, and to yourself. If you really want to overcome overeating, you have to let love towards yourself direct you in every action you do in this life. Easier said than done, I understand. It requires time and effort. But just start trying and you will see positive results very soon. By the way, some examples of love are choosing foods that are good for your body because you love your body and do not hate it. Sleeping enough because your body needs it. Finding time to do at least a bit of physical activity every day because your body loves it. Wearing clothes that suit you because, again, you love yourself. The fifth advice is the best one. Stop dieting. I know that it is difficult to first think that the only solution to overeating is to diet more, so there is a kind of balance. But the most interesting thing is that you overeat because of dieting. I will repeat it again, shall I? You overeat because of dieting. The only problem here is that fully stop dieting, you need to create new neural connections inside your brain, which take time, effort, and corresponding knowledge. Which, by the way, you will be able to find in my videos, so don't forget to subscribe. When you stop torturing your body by not giving yourself enough nutrients, your body will stop protecting itself from the possible situation when you decide to not eat at all for days or even weeks. Like, it doesn't know what you will decide to do. You are already not eating for the whole day, I assume. At least some of you for sure, if you decide to watch this video till this moment. So, what will happen next? Your body's primary goal in this life is to survive, which implies having enough nutritious resources coming from the outside so that it can stay alive. If not, then having enough of them stored inside of your body. This is why if you diet, your body gets confused and doesn't understand what will happen next. It just tries to protect itself. That's why it overeats after you diet. And so that you know, it's practically impossible for your body to not overeat after you diet for, let's say, long period of time. Dieting and consequent overeating are the reasons why you stopped being able to understand your hunger impulses and in general stopped being able to hear what your body needs. It's actually a very long process of recovery, but you will make it. I believe in you, and you have to believe in yourself as well, because sometimes it can be difficult. For example, if you have been struggling for already several years, let's say, you can sometimes feel like, will the recovery come? And yes, it will. You just have to work with your mind. Well, now you have 5 steps to implement right now. Love your body and let your body love you. If you have any questions, I am always ready to answer them in the comment section.